Hello guys, welcome to a Code by Nirmal channel. So in this video we are going to see how to print a array pattern. So before going to see the logic, please subscribe my channel and give your support. Yeah. So now we are going to see the array input pattern. So consider the output B. So first we need to get the n values. After that we need to get an array. So the array elements consist of 100, 2, 70, so 419, 49, okay, 499, and then followed by, so 1 2 3 4 and 5, followed by one 4-digit number. So let's say it is 7000. So the compiler should give us the result as the total number of digits involved in separate element. So the total number of digits is here 3, here 1, and here it's 2, and here it's 3, and here it's 4. So it need to print the resulted output as this. So now let me explain about this, the logic involved is. Yeah, so using for loop we need to get the array element like this. So for I is equal to 0, I lesser than this 5. In this example I am taking it as 5, the n value as 5, then I plus plus. Then I am writing the whole program it as in CPP. Okay, so I am considering the array variable as ARR. So I am getting the element as ARR of I. So inside another for loop, we need to access the element by element, access the array by element. So for that, we need to first consider this element alone. This is 100. So again, we need to store this element into a new variable. Let me take it as x. So here x is equal to 100. So I am declaring and initializing one more variable called c. C is equal to 0 to count the number of digits involved in this number. So using while loop, you could easily find the total number of digits involved in x. So while x not equal to 0. Why I am giving not equal to 0? Because 0 in the sense the element is nothing. So the x value is absent here. So we need to run this loop when x not equal to 0. Suppose if x double equal to 0 or x is equal to 0, then the compiler will come out of the loop. So while x not equal to 0, it need to increment the c value. So c++. After that we need to decrease the x value by 10. Okay, so for that purpose I am just declaring it as x is equal to, reassigning the value of x as x is equal to x by 10. Why I am declaring here as x by 10? In the sense, we know that this black star symbol gives us the quotient, right? So here 100 divided by 10 gives us 10. So at the initial stage the x value is 100. So when the compiler will check 100 not equal to 0, after that it increase the c value. So now c is equal to 1. After that we are decrementing the x as divided by 10. So now the x value is 10. So again x not equal to 0, right? So again x not equal to 0. So 10 not equal to 0. So again the loop comes. So again c value is incrementing. So now the c value is 2. After that we are decrementing x value by 10 once again. So now 10 divided by 10 gives the quotient as 1. So now the x value is 1. So again it will check the condition 1 not equal to 0, where the condition becomes true. After that the while loop body will execute. So now the c value is 3. Now the x value is 1 divided by 10, which is nothing but 0. So in that case x double equal to 0, which leads to this condition becomes false. So it will come out of the loop. So like this we are going to execute the program in my Visual Studio Code compiler. So it's a IDE actually. So first we need to get the input n value. So for that I am just declaring n alone. So we need to get it from the user. So for that I am using cin operator. So I need to declare an array which consists of n elements. After that I need to get the array elements from the user. So for that I am declaring one more variable I, which is my counter variable, iterative variable. So inside for loop I am getting the array elements. So C in AR of I. So in that we need to access the whole element, the element of the array by element. So in this case I am just declaring if. So I need to calculate it as a common using function. So if fun of a r I. So before that we need to define this function. For that we are declaring and defining the function here. So int x. So as I previously said, we need to define a new variable and initialize this element to the new variable. After that we need to declare the c variable. So for that purpose I am declaring c is equal to 0. So using while loop we are just checking the condition as x not equal to 0 or not. So inside the while loop we need to increment the c value, followed by we need to decrement the x value by 10. So after the loop runs it need to return c value. Okay. So in this case there is no need for using if condition. So I am just removing it. So we just need to declare c out of fun of arri followed by one space character. So okay, I'm just defined the space character inside the function. So I just declared it outside the function. So I'm just running the our logic. Yeah. So for the user's clearness, I'm just printing one statement as enter the n value. Okay. Then here also I'm just printing the statement as enter the array elements. Okay. So here also I'm just giving a new line character. So here we are just printing the message as the output is. Here also I'm just including one more new line character. So I'm just executing this statement, executing the program. So there is no error in my program. So the compiler asks me to enter the n value. I'm just giving n value as 5. So it we need to enter the array element. So as per the example, I'm just giving those elements as my array. So 100 to then 70 followed by 499 and then 7000. So here it is printing the output as 100 is consist of 3 elements, 2 is consist of 1 element, 70 is considered of 2 elements, 499 is considered of actually it's a total number of digits, so 3 digits, and 7000 is in 4 digits. So I'm just running this one more time by giving another example. So this time I'm just giving n value as 9. So we need to enter 9 more elements. So in this case I'm entering 9 elements. So 129, 333, 4444, 555, 5 followed by 6 number of 6 followed by 7 number of 7 and then followed by 8 number of 8. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So at last I am giving 9 number of 9. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 is giving. Okay, so it is, oh, somewhat I'm made some error in this statement. Okay, so 7 is entered as 7 6 times. Okay, so the output is 1 2 3 4 5 6 6 8 9. So this program works fine. So what happens when I'm giving 0 as my array element? So for that I one more, so enter the n value as 2. I'm giving enter the array elements as 0 followed by 180. So it is printing the output is 0 followed by 3. So this is how the program works. So if you understand the whole logic, please subscribe my channel and do support. Thank you.